on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
In motion is Myers. First carry of the game for Alexander Madison. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Man in motion here is Tucker. Back to throw. Hooker. That one caught by Tucker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Hooker. To the left side. It is caught by Myers. A first set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. They'll run here with Madison. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing is Hooker. He finds the rookie from Georgia, Brock Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Alexander Madison. Touchdown, Vegas. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to be bottled
come away with the sack, and man, has he done plenty of that over the last 2 years, Mike. 27 sacks. I mean, it just seems every game he plays, this man's like a one-man wrecking crew.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's a gain of 18 yards.
George Pickens, a nice grab there. He not only topped the 1,000-yard mark for the first time last year, Mike, but he did so leading the league in average yards per catch. He can really get vertical, and I think in this new Arthur Smith system, especially with the play action, that's going to be a really big weapon on the outside.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
14 yards on that pass play there. That's a Steeler first down. A give, and here comes Harris. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Harris. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. The drive starts with a run by Madison. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Hooker. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The NFL sack leader for 2023, T.J. Watt, gets in there to bring him down.
Big-time sack there by T.J. Watt, and he certainly picked up right where he led off. Remember last year, Mike, he led the NFL in sacks with 19. He's made a living off making plays in the backfield, and he continues to do so here.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given, and now he's creating turnovers for this unit.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That is caught by Washington. And he's in. Darnell Washington. Touchdown Steelers.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Zamir White. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Hooker to throw. Taking off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates there. Now, Hooker. And this will be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
To throw, Hooker. Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to the air one more time. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And the Steelers are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Divine Diablo there to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. Into space at the 45. He may go. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
Over the course of my career early on, there was a handful of guys that were downfield threats in the passing game, but they did a lot of stuff in the run game. They were really good extra pass protectors, and if you threw them the ball, they had very sure hands. But what we're seeing now is the ability to get deep and add layers into the secondary as a pass-receiving threat, and not only do damage before they catch the ball, but so many of these guys have tremendous ability after the catch.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Williams in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And that is not going to work out as planned. A tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That's hauled in at the 2. Tried to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Back to throw. Open down the field is Mayer, the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll look to throw yet again. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's a third down and 4. They'll throw out of the gun, and that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Here's first and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Here's second and 3 to go. Out of the gun, here's Russ. This one complete to Washington. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Here's Harris. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and 2. Now Wilson. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett. And the Raiders are going to get the football at their own 23.
Right, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. Throwing is Hooker. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Darnay Holmes. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hooker. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
This one complete right side. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, a run with Madison. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Larry Ogunjobi with the tackle for the defense. They face second down and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And you see the rookie tight end, Brock Bowers, pick up the first down. Like, of all the tight ends that I've watched in college over the last 10 years or so, I'm not sure if I've seen a more dynamic, ready for the NFL tight end than Brock Bowers. I mean, 2-time Mackey Award winner, 700-plus yards each of the last 3 seasons. He can get downfield. He can make tough catches. He can run with the ball.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
They run it over center with Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Second and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Austin with the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
You have a tight end motioning left here. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They run with White, and he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Here's Hooker. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's trying to power forward, but no dice. They're going to stop him behind the line. They'll go. It's Madison. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was 5.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Now he takes off, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only did they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll toss this one out to Madison. He'll work forward for a couple. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop. Second down and 8. Here's Madison. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
the save. Another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On the handoff, it's Harris. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Marcus Epps up from the secondary to make the tackle. Second and 7. They'll give it to Harris again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. This one grabbed by Austin. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A run out of the gun with Warren. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Epps. And the Raiders will take over at their own 14-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. Now, Hooker. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down. That's good. Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Back to throw. Hooker gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Into space. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 72 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL. on EA Sports. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A run. Here's Harris. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Wilson to throw. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he will score. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Hooker to throw. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They send the tight end in motion. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On first down, it's Harris. And he'll get forward for... It's second down. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Handoff from the pistol to Harris. That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Najee Harris, touchdown Steelers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Jones motioning here. On first down, it's O'Connell. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards. O'Connell going to throw on 1st and 10. He's got it at the 7. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. Jones motioning here. Out of the shotgun, O'Connell. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Tried again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. From the gun, it's O'Connell. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
To the back of the end zone, he's got it. Alexander Madison, touchdown Raiders. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Now O'Connell. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A give, and here comes Harris. And he'll get about 5. Another run here with Harris. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They go play action with Wilson. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive starts with a run by Madison. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be...
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing on second down, O'Connell. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. Now it's going to be third down. To throw is O'Connell. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here we go. This is fourth down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. A run with Harris. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Now it's Harris. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On the give, it's Harris. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
O'Connell to throw on 1st down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders are back within 6. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's the thing about these onside kicks. They're really unpredictable. You're trying to get the ball to take that big high hop, but it doesn't. It ends up just going through everybody on the recovery team and ends up going out of bounds.
I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back. I won't say, okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout. Get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat. I had to scooch her. She was at her knees. I had to boot her. Versace. I put the girl in they top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my op always watching. I said